It's the next morning, and you can kind of see the aftermath. That's the funnel for the motor mount, and it's actually sitting inside the funnel for the transom. Got the motor mount done. Need to grind that down, clean it up. I also want to kind of clean up the self-leveling C-cast areas and put a layer of 1708 on that this morning. And one other thing, I'm going to do some more tabbing on the motor mount. I want it to kind of be tabbed in below the self-leveling C-cast, and then tab it in above it too, where everything becomes kind of integral. Back here in the transom, I need to grind down the top of that so that we can get it tabbed in where we filled the C-cast in. And lastly, we need to kind of clean up here in the front. Need to kind of radius the edges so I can tab the top of that. There's actually going to be a plywood bulkhead that'll come down and sister into that later, but anyhow, go ahead and get that cleaned up, kind of clean that mess up. You can see what's left of the funnel, and it's pretty amazing how solid this stuff gets. I don't know if you guys saw my earlier versions, but these skins were really flimsy even when the two of them were stuck together. You know, improve the stiffness, but you can tell right now, I mean, it doesn't get much more solid than that. You're never going to get that kind of performance out of a piece of plywood. Not that a piece of plywood wouldn't work, it worked for 40 years, but this stuff is definitely stiff and a nice product to work with. So I've got a lot of work to do, speaking of work, so I better get busy. I finally have the last of the below deck fiberglass work done. If you look up here, I tabbed in the top of the forward bulkhead, and I went ahead and put more 1708 over the tops of the C-cast in the bottom and the self-leveling stuff. You'll see some lighter colored spots. That's actually not air, it's C-cast that I kind of splattered around. I also put quite a bit more tabbing around the motor mount, so it shouldn't go anywhere. Next step is to get started trying to figure out how high this blocking along the perimeter needs to be, getting it cut and put in, and getting the deck put in. So get started on that probably tomorrow evening.